How can you easily memorize lung lobes and fissures? Imagine your lungs as a pair of colorful balloons inside your chest, each divided into sections that help them work efficiently. Knowing how these sections are separated can seem tricky at first, but with simple tricks, it becomes much easier. The key is to understand the basic layout of the lungs and use easy memory aids. The right lung has 3 parts called lobes: the upper, middle, and lower. These are separated by 2 folds called fissures. The top part is close to your collarbone, and the lower part reaches down near your diaphragm. The middle lobe sits in front and is smaller. The fissures are like lines that divide these sections. The horizontal fissure runs across the lung from front to back, roughly parallel to the ground. It separates the upper lobe from the middle lobe. The oblique fissure runs diagonally from the back to the front, dividing the middle lobe from the lower lobe. The left lung is a bit different. It has only 2 lobes, the upper and lower. These are separated by a single fissure called the oblique fissure, which runs diagonally from the back to the front. The left lung is smaller because it shares space with the heart. To remember this, think of the phrase, right has horizontal, left is lean. It helps you recall that the right lung has the horizontal fissure, and the left lung only has the oblique fissure. Visualizing the lungs as 2 cones inside your rib cage can help. Imagine the right lung's horizontal fissure as a line running parallel to the ground, like a shelf. The oblique fissure slants downward, dividing the lung into parts vertically. The left lung only has the diagonal line, which runs from the back to the front. A simple trick is to associate each lobe with its position and function. The upper lobes are near your collarbone, the middle lobe on the right is in front, and the lower lobes are near your diaphragm. Each lobe gets air from its own secondary bronchus, which helps you remember they are separate functional units. To sum up, remember that the right lung has 3 lobes separated by 2 fissures, and the left lung has 2 lobes separated by 1 fissure. The fissures are folds of the lung covering called visceral pleura, which physically separate the lobes. Using the phrase, right has horizontal, left is lean, and visualizing the fissure directions makes it easier to memorize. Connecting the structure to how the lungs work in the respiratory system helps reinforce your understanding. With these simple tips, you can confidently recall lung lobes and fissures whenever you need to.